Growing up in the 1980s, the cast of Growing Pains weren't just actors to us. They were our childhood crushes, our best friends, and our second family. Every week, we'd sit cross-legged on the living room carpet, waiting for that familiar theme song to play, and suddenly, the whole world felt safe. For 7 beautiful seasons, from 1985 to 1992, the Seavers invited us into their home on Long Island, and we never really left. Today, let's slow down, take a trip down memory lane, and see how our favorite stars have grown beautifully in 2026. Kicking off our list at number 1 is none other than Leonardo DiCaprio. Now here's something that blows people's minds to this day. Before he became the king of Hollywood, before Titanic, before The Revenant, a very young Leonardo DiCaprio was just a teenager on Growing Pains. He joined the show in its final season in 1991, playing Luke Brower, a homeless teen taken in by the Seaver family. He was only 16 years old at the time. And even back then, oh, you could see it. That raw, magnetic spark in his eyes that told you this kid was destined for something extraordinary. There was something about Luke Brower that made you want to reach through the screen and give him a hug. He was vulnerable, he was real, and he made us believe that everyone deserves a second chance in a warm home. Fast forward to 2026, and Leonardo DiCaprio is 51 years old. He is an Academy Award winner, one of the most acclaimed actors of his entire generation, and a passionate champion for environmental causes around the globe. From that shy teenager on a sitcom set to one of the most recognizable faces on planet Earth, his journey is nothing short of breathtaking. Time has been so incredibly kind to him, and that familiar sparkle in his eyes, it has never faded. Coming in at number 2 is the one and only Kirk Cameron. If Leonardo DiCaprio was the final season surprise, Kirk Cameron was the beating heart of Growing Pains from the very first episode. He was Mike Seaver, the mischievous, charming, lovable troublemaker who had every teenager in America taping his poster to their bedroom wall. Kirk was just 14 years old when the show premiered in 1985. And let's be honest, Mike Seaver wasn't just a character. He was the cool older brother so many of us wished we had. His goofy grin could light up any bad day. His pranks made us laugh until our stomachs hurt. And underneath all that mischief, there was a golden heart that reminded us it's okay to be imperfect. In 2026, Kirk Cameron is 55 years old and still carrying that familiar warmth that made us fall in love with him decades ago. After Growing Pains, Kirk found a deep sense of purpose in his faith. He has devoted his life to inspirational storytelling, family values, and uplifting others through his work. He has been married to his Growing Pains co-star Chelsea Noble since 1991, over 34 years of love, and together, they are the proud parents of 6 wonderful children. He also co-founded the Firefly Foundation, which runs Camp Firefly, a summer camp giving terminally ill children and their families a free week of joy and peace. If that doesn't tell you everything about who Kirk Cameron really is, nothing will. From America's favorite teenage heartthrob to a devoted father and a man of deep compassion, Kirk Cameron's journey is truly beautiful. At number 3, bringing so much heart to our screens, is Tracey Gold. Tracey played Carol Seaver, the brainy, book-loving middle child of the family. And if Mike Seaver was the one who made us laugh, Carol was the one who made us feel seen. She was the girl who cared too much about her grades, who argued with her brother about everything under the sun, and who underneath all that academic armor just wanted to be understood. How many of us saw ourselves in Carol? Raise your hand, because mine is way up. Tracey was just 16 years old when Growing Pains premiered, and she poured her soul into that role for 7 seasons. After the show, Tracey showed the world an incredible kind of bravery. She openly shared her personal journey of healing and recovery, becoming a voice of hope and strength for countless people facing their own quiet battles. She wrote a deeply moving book called Room to Grow, a testament to the power of resilience, self-love, and never giving up on yourself. In 2026, Tracey Gold is 56 years old, and she is glowing. She has been married to Roby Marshall since 1994, brought together beautifully by her Growing Pains TV mom, Joanna Kerns. Together they have 4 sons, Sage, Bailey, Aiden, and Dylan. Her life today is filled with love, family, and the kind of hard-earned peace that only makes a person more radiant. Still carrying that familiar sparkle in her eyes, Tracey Gold is proof that our most beautiful chapters can come after the hardest ones. At number 4, we celebrate the woman who held the entire Seaver family together, Joanna Kerns. Joanna played Maggie Seaver, the loving, smart, and wonderfully strong mother who went back to work as a journalist while raising 4 kids. And for millions of us watching at home, Maggie wasn't just a TV mom, she was the mom we all wished lived next door. She had this way of looking at her children even when they drove her absolutely crazy, with a love so warm and so genuine that you could feel it right through the screen. She was the calm in every storm, the voice of reason, and the heart of that household. Joanna was 32 years old when the show began. In 2026, she is 73 years old, and she is absolutely radiant. After growing pains, Joanna gracefully stepped behind the camera and built an incredible career as a television director. She has directed episodes of beloved shows like This Is Us, Pretty Little Liars, Fuller House, and many more. She is also a true warrior. She faced a health challenge with remarkable courage and grace, and came through it stronger than ever. From TV's most beloved mom to one of Hollywood's most respected directors, Joanna Kerns reminds us that reinvention is one of life's greatest gifts. At number 5 is the kid who stole so many scenes right from under his big brother's nose, Jeremy Miller. Jeremy played Ben Seaver, the youngest Seaver brother, the lovable little rascal who idolized Mike and dreamed of being just as cool. And honestly, Ben Seaver was every little sibling in America. That wide-eyed wonder, that desperate need to keep up with the big kids, that mischievous grin that could get him out of any trouble, we all knew a Ben. Jeremy was only 8 years old when growing pains started. 8. And he grew up right before our eyes, from that adorable little boy to a teenager finding his own voice. In 2026, Jeremy Miller is 49 years old. After the show, he explored his passion for culinary arts, training at Le Cordon Bleu and starting his own catering company. He also co-authored a deeply heartfelt book called When I Wished Upon a Star, about a 30-year friendship that began when a young fan visited the growing pains set through the Starlight Children's Foundation. Jeremy has spoken with beautiful honesty about his personal journey of growth and healing, and today he lives a life filled with purpose, warmth, and gratitude. He is married to Joni Miller and is a loving stepfather. He once said about Alan Thicke, "He was my other dad." And honestly, that one sentence tells you everything about the bond this cast shared. At number 6 is someone whose journey might just surprise you the most, Ashley Johnson. Ashley played little Chrissy Seaver, the baby of the family who arrived in season 4. She was just 6 years old when she joined the show, and she was the most adorable thing on television. Chrissy brought a whole new wave of sweetness to the Seaver household, and we all fell in love with her instantly. Now, here's where the story gets extraordinary. In 2026, Ashley Johnson is 42 years old, and she has quietly built one of the most impressive and versatile careers of anyone from this cast. She became a celebrated voice actress, bringing to life the unforgettable character of Ellie in the Last of Us video game series, a performance so powerful it won her 2 BAFTA awards. She starred as FBI Specialist Patterson on the hit NBC series Blind Spot for 5 seasons. And she's a beloved cast member of Critical Role, the hugely popular Dungeons & Dragons web series. From the tiniest Seaver to a multi-award-winning powerhouse, Ashley Johnson's story is a beautiful reminder that sometimes the smallest beginnings lead to the most magnificent journeys. Before we go, there is one more person we need to talk about. And I want to ask you to take a slow, deep breath with me, because this one is for the heart. Alan Thicke. Alan played Dr. Jason Seaver, the warm, wise, wonderfully funny father who held the entire Seaver family together with his bear hugs and his dad jokes. He was the father figure for an entire generation. The kind of dad who would embarrass you in front of your friends, but who you always knew would be there for you no matter what. Alan was 38 years old when Growing Pains premiered, and he gave us 7 seasons of pure golden warmth. In December of 2016, at the age of 69, Alan Thicke left us. He was just 69. He left us a beautiful and timeless legacy that feels like a warm hug every time we rewatch the show. His Growing Pains family gathered together one last time to say goodbye. Kirk said it best, "We were a family." We laughed and cried together, shared birthday celebrations, Christmas parties, holidays, and worked together as a team to make a really special TV show. We weren't just a TV family. And Jeremy Miller once told an interviewer, "He was my other dad, and I miss that connection desperately. He was the most loving, warm, caring man I've ever known." So tonight, wherever you are, if you close your eyes and picture Dr. Jason Seaver walking through that front door with that big, goofy grin, just know that he's still there. He's still there in every rerun, in every memory, and in the hearts of everyone who ever called the Seavers their second family. Thank you, Alan, for everything. And there you have it, my friends, the beautiful cast of Growing Pains then and now. From bright-eyed kids and young dreamers in 1985, to incredible human beings writing their own extraordinary stories in 2026. Now, before you go, I have two little questions for you, and I really truly want to hear from you, because this channel isn't just about nostalgia, it's about us. It's about our memories. It's about the moments that shaped who we are. Question number 1. Looking back, how old were you when you first watched this masterpiece, and who were you watching it with? Was it your mom, your dad, your brothers and sisters? Share your precious memories in the comments. Let's build a time machine together. Question number 2, the ultimate fan test. Which moment gave you the biggest feelings? Option A, Mike Seaver's graduation episode, where the family realizes their little troublemaker has truly grown up, and you definitely did not cry. Definitely not. Option B, any scene where Dr. Jason Seaver sits down with one of his kids for a heart-to-heart talk and suddenly you feel like he's talking directly to you, right through the screen? Comment A or B to prove you're a true fan. And don't forget to subscribe for more heartwarming and nostalgic journeys just like this one. Hit that bell so you never miss a trip down memory lane. Thank you for spending this beautiful afternoon with me. Until next time, take care of yourselves, hug someone you love, and never stop rewatching the shows that made you who you are.